Welcome to the Impactors Podcast. I'm Corey Carter.
And I'm Ron Cool.
And we are the owners and founders of Hindsight HacKing Media, agency, podcasts, funnels, graphics, and more. Head on over to gethhm.com to learn more.
Guys, we created this podcast to help you go create an impact today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, today. We're taking all the fluff, all the BS out so you can go create an impact.
And today's topic is,
let's make an offer, and we're going to help you by walking through one of ours.
Yeah, this is kind of fun. I don't think we've done this on a podcast, so we're going to have to be extra descriptive for anybody that's listening only. But about offers, like, you know, we're not going to go through an entire page and all the reasons.
Wait a second. I have to talk a lot more descriptive. Like, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we might be in trouble. So
I'm graphics. Grammar be hard.
We might need to send you to the video on this one. We'll talk about that later. But for starters, we just felt it's important as we talked about offers that we'd kind of go through the bones of one of ours. And, it's kind of fun. I'm kind of excited. All right. So this offer that for those of you watching that you can see is for our Impactors Mastermind. Find it at impactorsmastermind.com. And we're going to go through all the details of items within the offer. Okay. Now, the first one, they're the weekly impact calls. This mastermind, it is about trying to help everyone in their business take it to the next level, right? And so you got a few like-minded people in these rooms, small groups, right? 10 to 15 people max in this group. So you always have an opportunity to have a conversation, to get some training, and then to ultimately get more eyeballs in your stuff, right? Like that's the goal, is to put someone on a hot seat and get more eyeballs. So that's what the bones of this offer is. It is this group, meticulously structured calls broken into 3 parts, right? We call it our visibility, traffic, and sales framework, and then our goals accountability framework as well. And then the last third part is the hot seats. Okay. So Ron, why is the impact call such a high value? Why is it so important to the Impactors Mastermind?
Frankly, because the results that I know it gets from our past clients, like the end of story, we do these to get a result for people, right? And I have seen people come in, be able to make a pitch or on a hot seat, understand our frameworks, put some tweaks in there, but then there's all these other entrepreneurs' eyes on it that's giving advice, that's helping them through it. And guess what? They're getting confidence by pitching. They're getting confidence by sharing. They're tweaking and learning as they go, which is then, I mean, at the end of the day, this particular piece of the whole mastermind gets you the results you're looking for.
Right. And, and it's so funny. You've got a lot of group coaching where somebody is training for the entire time of the call, right? And they call it a mastermind. Right. And then you have other masterminds that it's all about networking, and they call that a mastermind, but it's literally just people talking to each other, right? And so we've kind of brought the balance of that. We have the small part of training, the small part of goals and accountability, and then the part of the hot seat where, again, the entrepreneur gets to pitch to the group. The entrepreneur gets all the feedback right then and there, right? Like, so that is the core of the program. That is the first thing on the offer, right? That is the main piece that is there. And that's why, that's whatever your main focus is, that's got to be that first thing. That's got to be the majority of it, right? But then the second piece to our Impactors offer is private access to a mastermind group, right? And so we have the small group, 10, 15 people that we meet with on a weekly basis, but then you've got the entire group that of the community, right? That if you have a need of Facebook ads and there's somebody in the group that does Facebook ads and that is their main thing, guess what? Now you have access to that person. Now you have the ability to get to know the entire community and find a way to work with people, find a way to give businesses, find a way to network, find a way to really grow your entire, group of people. And when everyone is like-minded in this type of environment, guess what? They automatically share some of the, business with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the funnest part of, like, I'm a connector. So like I love connecting people. And the networking, once you find a JV partner to help you that complements your offer, that you guys can start working together, whew, it's magic.
Magic. All right.
Magic.
The third part of our offer is the membership area, right? Like anytime there's a training that spoke to you, because there will be, that's about visibility, or a training about more traffic to your offer, or whatever it might be, right? Like you'll a quick, easy spot to go and refer to that. So I've, again, a lot of masterminds when it's about networking and different things, like I've seen, and there's never a replay, right? Whether it's in person or not, or if it's just coaching, there's usually a replay. But if you have the entire access to the replay for a moment in time that spoke to you, I mean, that can be a big deal. Plus any, tools and resources that you give, obviously you want that. But Ron, talk about the next piece, because this is kind of a little different for those people out there.
The weekly private audio training. Is that what you're talking about?
That is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes we understand it's hard to sit and watch a video training, right? So we've developed a specific training for you that you can just listen to wherever you are. If you're running, you can listen to it. If you're driving in your car, you can listen to it. And you know what? It's small, bite-sized pieces that will help you to continue to move forward in your business. And we call these weekly private audio training.
Yes. Now, it's so fun. It's like a private, right? Like a private podcast.
It's like a private podcast just for
anybody. If you don't mind these short podcasts we do, right? Like the weekly private audio training. It's just something very similar with a specific topic that we would go into more detail. And again, you do it when you're driving and you still get that impact. But then that's not it, folks. That is not it. Now, every one of these pieces of the offer all have little things on them with a value, right? And it is so important when you're adding value to things that it is not just a number pulled out of the sky, but it is something that you can truly make a reason of why something's value is what it is, okay? And so bonus number one, business intensive. After 90 days of anybody being in this program, we're going to get on a call. It'll be Ron, myself, and you, and we will go through. Oh, well, first, you've got to spend a little time and answer a nice long questionnaire. But then Ron and I go through and we hash out everything with your business, right? So if you're unsure of your offer, if you're unsure of your avatar, or if you just need a little guidance and things, Ron, we have a value of this at $997.
Oh, yeah.
So why do we have a value of this at $997?
Because it's worth more than that. I mean, let's just be
more
real.
than that, but it's because we sell it for that, right? Like
we sell it. Yeah, we sell that for that. So that value is an accurate statement of value. But I mean, we just did one with a client the other day, and she literally is like, "Oh, I'll do it a half hour before the call," and I was like, "It's not a half hour before the call thing." And when she got into it, she goes, "Oh my gosh, that took like 2 hours, and I have so much clarity on what I want to do." Then when we got it and went through it again with her, we actually had her redo some things because we even gained more clarity on the call.
Yeah. So the business intensive is one of my favorite things to do, but that is a bonus that we are offering as part of the mastermind, right? So a low ticket mastermind, people can get $1,000 value just from that one thing, right? Yep. And then the next piece we talked about earlier, being in the group and connecting. Well, guess what? Expert master classes. Ron, does the expert master classes, when we have people come teach, does that take any more time from us?
Not at all. But you know what? They're phenomenal. Like, we do not play around when we get the experts on. Like, we've had Catherine Jones, Brian Delaney, Alex Elliott. We've had some major players to come in and just drop, I'm going to use a Clubhouse term, value bombs all over you.
That's right. So again, when you build your network, you find those people that offer, they will teach different things that are important to your audience for free. That's right, for free. And it doesn't take more time from you. So how did we add some value without adding more on our plates? We got some experts for a masterclass. Exactly. And then the last thing, Ron, this is kind of an exciting thing that's going to happen in 2022. It's the last piece of that offer. It is bonus number 3.
2 tickets to the next Hindsight Hacking Live event. And it's actually the first one branded that.
That's right. So that is everything. I know it's hard to keep track if you're just listening with all these things, but the total value of everything that was within every piece that we were offering is $11,576. But for anybody out there that was gonna actually just want to jump on for our mastermind, it is only $47 a month.
It's a freaking no-brainer. This is a perfect example of a no-brainer offer. We actually gave one to somebody earlier today, and the comment was, well, this is a no-brainer offer, right?
Right. How fun is that when somebody responds? Your offer is so good, they respond with, this is a no-brainer. Yes.
No-brainer, right? $47 a month. It's a couple cups of coffee. If you drink my coffee that I drink.
And
one to 2 coffees a week gets you there.
Right. And anybody that's in the program for 90 days, they get the business intensive, right? Like, yeah, they would spend $150 and get $1,000 product that we sell for one-offs. Yep. For the business intensive. So absolutely, folks, that we wanted to go through our offer. It's not necessarily for you to go there. If you want, awesome. But the goal is for you to understand kind of the things that we were putting in, and to get a better overall understanding of it, go to impactorsmastermind.com, read through the entire page, and you can do it with a sense of learning the structure of the offer. Join, don't join. We're not, that's not the important part. The important part is you learning the structure of the offer and understanding why we put the things in, we do it. So you can re-listen to this show, re-watch it, and then go through the entire page, and then look at your stuff and figure out, where's your offer at?
Yep, absolutely, guys. This was something that I know when someone walked through their offer for us and explained the ins and outs and whys behind it, it really helped Corey and I. So hopefully you saw the value in that. But in the show notes, there's a link for you to reach out and get on a 30-minute call. If you have questions, we're here for you guys. So no fluff, no BS, just impact. Go make some.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you want to learn more, head on over to impactorsmastermind.com. We have a special group waiting just for you.
Guys, why are you still listening to this? Get off your phone, go create an impact today.